afternoon, everybody. The very first thing I would like to say is that we are very surprised yet delighted to be here. We are CarryMeister, and we are here to present our business solutions for Native Law or NTL. So, let the fun begin. First of all, let's take a quick look at the situation on non-bank financial institution in Thailand. As you can see from the graph, the number of the loan is fluctuating throughout the first half of the year, and it's expected to continue this trend in Q3. About NTL is well known for possessing the quickest loan approval and distribution process in the market. By having the classes population as target group, NTL also offer non-life insurance and cancer insurance because NTL really care about the people and customer. As NTL's goal to 1. To become #1 in professional financial institution in Thailand, and 2. To eliminate loan shark from Thailand, making lending and borrowing money system become clean and accessible for everyone no matter how much they earn. And according to NTL's core value, to be the financial companion devoted for a better life for all. We have invented approaches and divide into two main sections. 1. Will be initiative and unique while maintaining the concept of quickness. We understand the real reason behind people's financial problem. With our new innovative products, both loan, factory worker, nano financial lending, this will make us unique and differentiate us from the other in the market. With the addition of TV commercial, which will increase our brand awareness and perception. 2. We will build a strong and long-lasting relationship with our customer, and we will treat them like a true friend. We believe that maximizing profit and returning to the community, making people's lives better, can go along through staff improvement and CSR activities. Now, let's talk about the first product we proudly present, the boat loan, which is loan using boat as collateral. Now, I'm going to divide the boat into two types by their usage purpose. The first one I'm going to talk about is the fishery boat. According to the IUU rules, that there has been some parts in Thailand fishery industry that has been given the red card due to illegal fishery and trespassing restricted water. Plus, the government has increased its strictness in fishery rules and regulations. This results in slump in fishery industry. Fishermen tend to shift to another occupation and left their boat being unused. And another type of boat is boat used for tourism purpose. As you can see, it is obvious that the number of people coming to Thailand for our beautiful and crystal clear water and white sand beach has increasing through the past few years. This results in increase in demand for investment in local business, like the local who own the boat, who want to invest more, something like that. So, let's take a deep look at each type of boat. The first one I'm going to talk about is the fishing boat. And now I'm going to divide the fishing boat into two more types. The first one is the traditional boat. The traditional boat is practically made from wood. As you can see from the graph, that the amount of the traditional boat has been fluctuating throughout this time frame between 2012 to 2014. For example, in Songkhla, the number has increased by 1,000, while in Pattani, the number is increased by 1,200. The second type of fishery boat is fishing vessel. The fishing vessel is bigger than traditional boat and made from iron. The fishing vessel is too fluctuating through this time frame. But however, the number and the quantity of these types of fishery boats is enough for us to ensure that the market is wide enough for us to make this new product, boat loan. So topic, I'm going to pass it to Miss Panchamon.
Please, thank you. Now, the graph you can see here is the graph of tourist proportion in top 6 coastal in Thailand. And you can see it's going upward each year, and we can predict that it's going to be continued like this. And sure, when the tourism is growing, the amount of boats is growing as well, right? So, from all the information we have informed you about the boats, the amount of it, and the trend, we can conclude that this market is really interesting to play in. Now, talking about branches expansion, to capture the target audience in coastal cities, we plan to expand our branches in the province, for example, Phuket and Chonburi, because they are renowned tourist destinations, Pattani and Rayong because they are well known for fisheries, and Songkhla because it is famous in both fisheries and coastal tourism. Well, some of you may still wonder, is it possible for using boat as collateral? Yes, because there are two characteristics. One, because the boat in the market, their traded price is start from 100,000 baht, and two, because it has a lasting useful life more than 15 years. And from this characteristic, the boat can really use as collateral. Okay, let's move on to SWOT analysis. The strength, if not the lowest product, it's going to be the first mover and ensure the entire market share. But it also has weakness because it's a new product and it has high risk from being new product and might not be successful as we expected. And opportunities, because IUU rules and strict fisheries control lead to decrease in fisheries, but increase the chance of people using their own boats as collateral. And threat is the risk from getting illegal vehicle, because the proportion of boats in Thailand shows that there are many percent of the boats are still illegal. So we get the risk from that. Now let's look through the information of the boat loan. We have set the loan value at maximum at 80% of the boat's price value, but we have to depends on all conditions, and it required only copies of ID card, resident book, boating license, and or fishing license. Now, qualification of lender according to 5C's rule. The most important qualification for the lender is they have to be the owner of rightful less than 50 gross ton boat or vessel, and have to have the fishing license and or boating license. And here is our budget on promoting. We have set the budget at 3.3 million baht, and by approaching in 3 ways, broadcasting cards, radio spots, and vinyl banners, by approaching in the province like Phuket, Chonburi, Songkhla, as we have said. And this is what we will get. This number, 23,000 million baht, is the total market value, and we expect just to capture just 5% of it, and it's going to increase in total around 950 million baht. Now, Mr. Rinhat is going to talk about factory worker nano financial lending.
Thanks to Ms. Patamon. Next, let's take a look at the second product we have developed. Before getting into the details, I would like to talk about the origin of this idea. This product is developed from the idea of wet market nano finance projects that lending money to those specific group of audience. So, we did research and found out that a factory worker is a very interesting target, since there are almost 4 million people who work as factory workers in Thailand. And over 30% of those workers are usually involved in lending and borrowing informally. right? Rotating money group, or as you know as share, lending from loan sharks, or even borrowing from the other workers. Moreover, there is no firm focusing on this audience group, so the course is clear. From the graph to show the amount of factory workers in both genders in Thailand, you will immediately see how big the market size is, for 300,000 million baht. Next, if we compare the number of branches between MTL and authors, it is obvious that the number for MTL is relatively small, which might make our firm less accessible. So, apart from expanding to 5 coastal cities, we should expand our branch to industrial districts as well. Now, let's talk about the SWOT analysis. To begin with the first point, the opportunity for this product is government intention to eliminate illegal loans. Moreover, nano finance have been pushed forward, which provide alternative for factory workers to access financial service. To continue with the second point, our strength is that we are the first mover. The weakness is from branch loan platform exploring new markets. And the threat is from microfinancial service, which include illegal rotating group or share, loan sharks, or other illegal loans. From the analysis, we have come into the conclusion in our new products, factory worker nano financial lending. The actual process of this product requires only ID card, resident books, and evidence source of major income, which customer can easily get from their employer. The lender will be qualified according to the 5C rules, which the most important condition of all is having salary slip from having salary slip from factory they are being currently employed as collateral. Variety of media will be used to promote these products. The main media are kiosks, which is holding a small event at factory, flyer, and poster. The budget for this plan is expected to be around 2 million baht. And what we will get from these products? For the total market value in the amount of 300,000 million baht, or the assumption of if we are able to capture 1% of this, our loan part will be increased by 3,000 million baht. I will pass this presentation to Ms. Bachna.
Thank you, Mr. Weirtat. Now, let's continue on brand awareness and brand perception. As a goal of United Law that we want to be number one in non-bank financial service, so we have to make the difference that our customer can immediately recognize and divide us from competitors. So we want to make it clear and easy to understand by using an advertise. Let me show you this concept board. The man was riding a bicycle too fast and he passed the dealer office. So he stopped at the other auto financial which stood next to the dealer. Then our staff came out and said, "พี่คะเงินติดล้ออยู่ทางนี้ค่ะ." Then he rushed back and shouted, "เงินติดล้อ" loudly. So everyone around there started to shout like this, "เงินติดล้อ เงินติดล้อ เงินติดล้อ เงินติดล้อ." These advertisements will make our customer can recognize us as งินติดล้อ by repeating the word. So it will reduce confusion between งินติดล้อ and competitors. About brand perception, United Law wants to increase non-life insurance sales, so we have to promote this product because many people think insurance is not necessary, so we have to change the perception by using an advertise. The story on the advertise is about one man was riding a bicycle to United Law for loan, and our staff said, "พี่คะแถมฟรีประกันอุบัติเหตุค่ะ." But he didn't pay attention. Then he walked out and was hit by the truck. This advertise wants to show that the accident, we will never know when the accident will come, so it is necessary to have an insurance so that can change our customer perception. About social enterprise and CSR, we are really sorry about the topic because what we did is CSR, we have the confusion before. We did 2 projects of CSRs. The first one is the Lost Southern on Tour. We collaborate with Marine Fisheries Department and made 2 days activities on the beach in the province that we want to open the new branches. The first day, we will educate about advantage of having license and set the spot that people can register license for free. The second day, we will educate about how to reproduce marine products from the locals. The second project is Financial Cartoon Series. We know how much impact financial management would on individual, so we create an infographic mini-series about personal financial management and how to manage your debt. This will be on the Law Facebook page and the Law branches. To achieve the company goal to be number 1 of non-bank financial industry, we recommend the law to create 2 new products, both loan and factory workers loan. Moreover, branches expanding in the area we have said is one of the most important things to increase our customer. The other thing that the law has to do advertise differentiate obviously and in parallel with CSR implementation. That to try is the law concept, which is very challenging, so we dare to recommend our product to you the law as well. Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, CarryMeister, for your presentation. Now we move on to the Q&A session.
First of all, thank you for your presentation. Very interesting recommendation, especially on the new product offering on the boat loan. I'm sure we never thought about the boat loan before. And for the having a question on the branch expansion, can you elaborate more on the reason behind on the branch expansion or any recommendation to catch up with the other 2 competitors or something? So what was your recommendation on the branch expansion? Shall we catch up with the opening with the same pace of the 2 competitors, or we just like maintain with the existing physical branches?
First of all, thank you for your question. So, according to our research on your branches and the other 2 competitors, SWAT and MTLS branches, we have seen that the number of branches in this city we presented you, like for the boat loan, Songkhla, Pattani, Chonburi, Pattaya, and Ranong, is relatively small compared to the other 2 competitors. And if I have to recommend you to expand the branch to another district, I would recommend you to expand the branch to Narathiwat because according to our knowledge, our humble knowledge, our branch in Narathiwat is still relatively lower than others. Thank you.
Thank you for your answer. Another question on the brand confusions. Beyond the TVC, any other recommendation to mitigate the brand confusion?
As we said, we're going to do the new product. Yes? So if we do the new product, we're going to be the first mover. And when we're the first mover, people are gonna remember us as the first mover of that product. So I think if you wanna increase the perception, I think beyond our advertiser, we think we gonna do the new product and make us to be the first mover and try to make every people believe and remember our brand.
Our uniqueness.
Thank you for your presentations. Very enjoying watching you.
Thank you.
Very simple questions. Can you go back to your slide on I think number 12 on the boat launch? I'm just so yes, correct. I'm just so interested in your number of 80% of both appraisal value. So have you first of all, can I ask something that what is the main purpose of the collateral?
To ensure that the lender is not gonna run away, not pay the debt, right?
And what if they run away? So what bank or financial institutions do?
We say that this product require only a copy of ID card, resident book, and the most important thing of all is the fishing license and or the boating license. We have them before we process them. If they run away, we took them and they can use the boat to fishing because they don't have fishing boat or fishing license or boating license.
Okay, and what if they don't come? The bank need to sell this asset, right? In order to recoup their loss, right?
Yes.
And any idea on the liquidate? How easy the boat? Do you
So
think?
where to sell it
Yeah,
and
where
how
to
to
sell.
sell it.
And do you think the people there's a market for boat? Please educate me. I'm not sure on this.
Oh, according to my humble knowledge, my humble knowledge. I have been told that first of all, I have to talk about fishing vessel. That the fishing vessel is made from iron, and iron can be break apart and sold for auctions. And the price for iron is not gonna get lower than the loan value. That is not gonna get lower that much. And the second one I'm gonna talk about is the traditional boat that made of wooden. We can sell it like a second-hand boat, right? And actually, I have planned that. I know you're gonna ask me this question, so we think that we should sell them foreignly, to Vietnam or Cambodia that has and Philippines that has
Okay, very cool. It's very innovative. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, second question about your factory. So it's mainly targeted to launch the microfinancing to the factory worker. So that's mean you can also expand your branches in order to cover all those areas, right?
Yes.
So what if the factory worker is not Thai?
Not Thai.
Oh, what if?
It's not Thai.
Because I think in the industry landscape, majority of the factory worker are Pama,
According to our 5C's rule, that the character of the lender have to be Thai because we require the ID card because
They have to be Thai and we have researched there are 3.9 million Thai employees in Thailand right now.
So in that
yes, we just capture that market.
should be covered. Thank you so much.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
So,
Yes.
how many minutes do we have?
At least you have 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay. 8 minutes, but I'm short of the question. Because people already covered actually from the previous trade group, we forgot to ask the important question, which is, how to get rid of those brands confusion with what is it? C-SWOT power, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then your answer to Kunpan is you are entering the new market, which is both loan, right? And then you're gonna make it strong and strong and strong with your 3 times refreshing C-SWOT your log campaign and then another hit at the front, right? Yeah. And 4. Okay. Sorry. and still have one question left on those because right now we as a if I work at C-SWOT no not C-SWOT see I'm confused so
This is a brand confusion happening right now.
right yeah so magnetic law instead so what should we do with our existing like 400 branches that we have because you are entering the new product, right? And then you're gonna open some more branch to capture those coast or province, right? Then what should we do with what we have right now? Like to strengthen the awareness of the brand, like to make people remember us as Native Law, not just like me calling you C-SWOT.
I think for now we just think of advertising because I think advertising we can broadcast all over the country and everyone's gonna hear this repeating.
I remember it.
Yeah, I think it's it. Because we don't have any.
Our further suggestion is to like change the logo or change the color for changing the mood and tone. But as my humble knowledge again, that so C-SWOT power.
Am I allowed to help them a little bit? So you are subsidiary of Bay, right? So what would
Yes.
you leveraging on, arm length of Bay that you have like another 500 or 600 branches? Can you do something? I mean, to strengthen your brand, not Bay, of course.
To strengthen our brand using bait, right?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, thank you for your question. We think that some of the customer or the people, some of them are not buying our brand, like not 100% trusting us. Like who are they? Really long. Who are they? I don't know they. But everyone in Thailand, I guarantee that everyone know BLY, right? If we use BLY, like we promote us as a subsidiary of BLY, like putting a little logo of yellow, little lovely logo of BLY on the under. Yes, I think people would trust us more.
Okay. So cross, maybe you can launch some kind of a bundle product with them or something that, legal and compliant along to you maybe. Yeah. So thank you then.